It's raining, it's pouring, this entire LA is snowing. Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Last time, we helped out with the Ova and the Orphean, allowing them to finally propagate their entire race again, thanks to us finding a way to synthesize the things they need. And we also ended up helping Julius before. However, it seems like Julius has more things to do, and this time we're going to actually help Julius out once again with Harrowbrook. So, Harrowbrook, what do you have to say? The thought of the divine Orphean coexisting within organisms as primitive as the biophysical is shocking. I knew you guys multiplied through the vision, but this revelation about your ova is even more of a surprise. What about reproduction? The ova protects us. Whenever death approaches, we are able to divide and live on so long as the ova resides within us. It is to what your kind might call a god. So reproduction by fission is a property of ova and not something intrinsic to the Orphe. The Orphe would not exist without the ova, for without it, we could not propagate. The ova and Orphe are one, and yet it now extends to its influence to the base creatures like the biovisual. So in the end, the Orphean is a virus that heals its host and aids in reproduction. Yet the Orphean are capable of serving as its host. Yet, that has always been the way. And you have no idea why it may have branched out to these visuals? I do not, unless, no. But that is preposterous. I will not even entertain the thought. What possible reason could there be? I do have a hypothesis, but it remains precisely that. I do not wish to discuss it until I know more. It's rare to see a hyper-rational Orphean hesitate like that. I guess you got the same range of emotions kicking around under the surface as we do. But what separates us is that my kind maintains the ability for calm reason no matter the circumstance. This weapon has been altered to halt the activity of Orphean within the target. Please use it to destroy those visuals. Apparently there are 10 or so infected biovisuals in Cauldros. The rest of the species is unchanged. If you use this weapon to kill those 10 individuals, we should see an end to the sudden visual doubling. And there is one more thing I'd like to verify, so please bring some tissue samples back with you when you are done. We'll need more data just to reach a sure conclusion. We need to stop the sudden boom in biovisual population before it becomes a real threat. This affects the safety of New LA. I appreciate your help. We must use this weapon to stop their population growth. So, we just need a party member that's capable of using the machine gun. Thankfully, Nagi exists, so we can actually get care of that immediately. You want to have this weapon. Now, I recommend having him in your lead so you can actually get this done faster. Besides that, he's pretty much fine to do so. Now, I'm going to mess with Nagi's kit because he has not been touched in a while, so as a result of that, he has a lot of TPs and battle points saved up. So, I'll be right back after I mess with his kit. Alright, we're all squared away. Nagi has been accidentally upgraded. I just wanted to get him upgraded for this next part. So, head back to Cauldros in the area we were at before, which is known as 515. And holy crud, there's a lot of those suckers around here, isn't there? Yeah, you do not want to be in your skull for this. If you're in your skull for this, it will not work. Yeah, it kind of sucks. So, interestingly enough, it's no, middle area for you to actually hit them all, so don't bother. Let's go and try to attack.
Just getting close.
There we go. And we do this again. Ah, yes. More damage. And boom, boom, boom. And boost damage once again. Haha. Do this first, and then soul, and then get rid of it. And hey, where are you going? There we go. Game likes being funny. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is very easy to take care of, honestly. Eat lead. Already got rid of a lot of those. Some more to go. Don't know why you're attacking that biovisual, but alright. And offensive stance. There we go. Massive damage. We already take care of 6 of them. 2 more to go. And there is still plenty more. I'm going to just smack this thing silly with a Blossom Dance.
Pump him with lead.
Allow me to
Look at that! Follow up with melee.
And now
Missile
currently is
volley.
stuck.
Did it!
Samurai soul.
Samurai Soul.
Eagle eye.
Bruh, you are out of range.
Shadow Fire!
That is so annoying how you're out of range because of your blasted height advantage. Fine, no choice. That's it. I'm just getting rid of you now because you're sucking. Seriously, that thing was staying like so high up. I couldn't do anything. It's so annoying. Like, seriously, no one likes that.
Magnum
Careful. Let's weaken this
missile
first.
volley. Magnum
And Magnum Edge again.
Sidewinder.
Thankfully, though, these biovisuals aren't getting too far away, but it's very annoying to deal with them. And protect.
Offensive stand.
And more TP. There we go.
Samurai
Samurai Soul.
Eagle eye.
Okay, I'll try and hold out.
Okay, this thing is
Sliding flicker.
outside my level range.
Bruce streaming. Tornado fire.
Not outside level range, it's more so it's outside of range. There we go. 2 more to go. Sheesh, these guys are annoying. It's mostly the actual area itself that makes this entirely more annoying.
Anyone mind if I show off?
I'm psyched to go.
Alright, that's it. Just take this.
I'm just
Take
getting
this.
started.
Honestly, these guys are very annoying.
Samurai
Samurai Sword.
Eat lead.
And eat lead. Eat lead.
Oh, you did it! Triple them and pile on the hits.
Sky high.
Sadly, though, I have to keep doing that in order to keep going for that. Honestly, it's probably my only method of attacking. Because this just sucks. There, 1 more to go. Ay. You guys are annoying. Why is it always diagonal? It's like these dang areas try to annoy me. Awesome doubts.
Pump 'em with lead.
allow me to
Extreme Edge. Yeah, hoping you guys topple, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Alright. It's always Sky High that's screwing me over, really. It's actually that move. Samurai Soul.
Shadow doing cool off. You're turning the land again.
That's it, I gotta keep doing this then. I literally have no other choice because I have to keep using Missile Volley. Missile Volley, Missile Volley, Missile Volley, Missile Volley, and Chiral Payload. There we go, all done. The skulls do not count, by the way, for those who are curious. Ugh, I hate those things. Those things are annoying. And back to the Medium Zone Maintenance Center. Honestly, this was very annoying to deal with. Before you do anything, though, of course, like last time, you had to deal with missions like this. Get the weapon off. And you're good. Hello, Hannibrook. It is good to see you back safely. I will begin analysis on those samples at once. May I have them? Oh, and the anti-ovial weapon as well, if you please. It should be no use to you now that the biovisuals have been eliminated. Here you go. Well, now I have a conclusive explanation as to why the visuals were host to the Ovia. What's the cause? The ganglion brought my kind to Mira by force. We numbered 7 then, including myself. But we only rescued 5 of you. 1 escaped before you humans came to liberate us, while the other elected to remain with the ganglion. Even the Orphean has its fair share of disturbed individuals. The remaining 5 of us sided a few humans, trusting that you would be victorious in the end. But we heard nothing more from the one who escaped. We all assumed that he successfully evaded the pursuers sent by the ganglion and gone into hiding. But this round of analysis proves he was devoured by a biovisual instead. And in the process of digesting an Orphean, the biovisual became a host to his Ovia. Though that sounds simple enough, it's still quite unbelievable that the Orphean and a physical could coexist in symbiosis. But you said this round of analysis was conclusive, right? Correct, but being confronted with evidence that the divine force that governs the prosperity of my people could also dwell in the common beast is terribly shocking. Never thought I'd experience such an emotion. But experiencing is perfectly natural. We Orthi have always been the only compatible hosts to the Orva. It is a special type of vital organism unable to survive anywhere but inside an Orphean body. It is what made us unique among higher life forms. All recorded instances of other organisms attempting to take the Ovia into themselves have ended in failure. Other species cannot serve as hosts, let alone multiply through division as we Orthi do. It should not be possible. Visual physiology is pretty primitive, right? Maybe that simplicity is what allowed them to be compatible with the Orphea. It seems like it would be easier to find a fit with a basic biological system than a more complex life form. Hey, don't let it get you down. It's un-Orphean-like, and at the end of the day, it's just a virus, yeah? I will not allow you to speak to the Orphea in that way. Holy crap, you're angry. This is rare. Well, it may appear that other races are as a simple virus. The Orphea is our protector and the source of life. Our divine spark, if you will. I must insist that you be respectful. That's absolutely fair. Sorry if I upset you. That wasn't my aim. So as long as you understand, in any case, we were successful in removing the Orphea from the indigents. That would not have been possible without your aid. You humans are truly a most useful species. Ah, shucks. I'm glad our interests align on this. With any luck, that will continue to be the case for a long time to come. That would be most pleasing. Mission done, and your license increase for them. And more administrative district, more money. Yay, money. And Lao is 5 hearts of affinity. Thank God. Now I'm finally done with him. That guy took forever. I don't know why he takes forever, but he just does. Now, interestingly enough, I have a lot of Marinium saved up, so I might as well use Marinium while I can. AMs, Greta Incorporated, Meridia & Co., Orphean Technology, yada yada yada. I'm gonna go and boost Greta a little bit. Let's go with... You know what? Let's go with 4,000. Greta Manager. Now, all products are upgraded to a higher amount. Very good. And why not? Let's go and upgrade this by 1,000. And then let's upgrade this by 50 so we have enough. This by 51 so we have enough. Malefic Front. Oh, oops. Didn't mean to add one more. Alright, whatever. Lightwear Series. Reno 2 Series. Ruidra 3 Series. Sunday 3 Series. Room 2 Series. Let's get Canon Incredible out of the way, because it's literally right here. Honestly, I just want to get all these out of the way so we don't have to worry about any sort of, you know, random nonsense happening repeatedly. Because as you know fully well, random nonsense happens way too frequently. Because I generally want to get this out of the way and done. There we go. Lightbearer Series for them. Dryad Series 3. Haven Series 2. There we go. Next is Nabon Kermis, but Nabon Kermis I don't believe has anything available after level 1, though. To level 2. Yeah, I'm right. Okay. So we can ignore Nabon for now. Irvin Co can get an extra level. I could actually max them out right now if I wanted to for 3, but I'm not going to bother. I just wanted to make sure we have more weapons available so we don't have to worry about nonsense such as, you know fully well, the blasted nonsense such as me getting busted knives repeatedly over and over again. It sucks, doesn't it? So, while we're here, we might as well take care of 2 heart-to-hearts here. And then we'll do no more mission, and then we'll end it off. Oh, you showed up just in time. I got something to ask you. You know what the coalition forces that preceded Blade? I heard it was each nation contributed their own handpicked soldiers to form their ranks. You were in the military as well, I take it? I don't remember because memory loss. Memory loss, right, I see. Well, considering your stellar record at Blade, I think it's safe to say that in all likelihood you saw some active duty. Anyway, back on Earth, I got scattered in Coalition Forces' Skell Detachment and transferred out to Loftwolf. But the government called for urgent Skell developments, ran out of test pilots, so I fell into my new line of work. I got sent into Grenda in a hurry, where the first Skell I got to test was one that Afska had designed. That was our humble beginning, and the rest is history. How were your early days? I heard that before coming to Greta, Leash was working in a weapon development for the Indian government. But once Project Exodus went public, she decided she wanted to work for all of the humanity. Big step up, right? That was about the time I joined Greta as well. The actual meeting was pretty much just chance. Ever since then, Leash and I have been joined at the hip. And sure, it's been a bumpy road, but I've enjoyed every mile. And looks like we can keep going. Alicia matters so much to me. And just so you know, you do too. Heart to heart, Leish's heart. 4 hearts of affinity. And I'm going to put myself back in the lead because I don't want Nagi to just keep talking like that. Let's go talk to Lao and finish this last heart to heart.
This ain't so bad.
Well, if it isn't correct, the new view of NLA from here is incredible. Humanity's new city. It's a lot to soak in. Isn't it impressive? It still has ways to go. Can't argue there. Mankind's greed is never truly sated after all. After the white whale fell to pieces from the sky, we used mirrored materials to build this city. Even a world away, human behavior never changes. We take what we need from the world around us and damn the consequences. I mean, look at us. We landed on a pristine planet, and what's the first thing we do? Claim it. Colonize it. And start eliminating the local wildlife. Hey, don't get me wrong. I get why some of these things are necessary. Most indigens would kill us in a heartbeat. Plus, we have the ganglion to deal with. And yet, I sometimes wonder if we should have just stayed on Earth to the better end. Sorry, I'm getting a little morsel there. Let's change the subject. Have any noticed about Van Damme lately? Nothing comes to mind. Nothing, huh? Well, I guess no good gossip on your floor of the barracks. With all the foot traffic in your area, people are probably just going to end up going to places like the command center to Blade Tower when they want to talk. And I'm sure you're no more eager to visit such places than I am. Still, if you ever hear about anything especially juicy, let me know. Sometimes you gotta play the angles to be an effective blade, you know? Help each other out. Anyway, I better get back to work. Catch you later, Crick. Heart to heart, the last one. Winds of Change. With that one done, there is a few more missions I can take care of that are around NLA. Now, one of the missions in particular I do want to take care of is another one that's a bit interesting. Alright, I'm back. I had to take care of something before that, but we are here with Robert. Let's go talk to Robert and see what he has to say. Robert. My men headed out for Noctilum by truck, but I lost contact with them. They were part of a special team for this mission along with an Orphean. I left everything to him and now, damn it! How's a team? We have an Orphean expert in Noctilum with them. This is our first time trying a mission like that, so we're extra careful in our preparation. What the hell could have happened? Maybe they went off the Frontier Nav grid. To make matters worse, it was Anna's first field mission. She's our team's rookie. But the other blades are with her are old veterans, so I have to hold down faith and be patient. Bah, forget it. I'm no damn good at being patient. Apologies for the interruption. Are you a friend of Karadom's? We've not been split from the same body, and your human turns to be my brother. By my estimation, Karadom and the others were forced to flee from primordial creatures. They are presently hiding and unable to move. The Orphean have a special smoke signal for use in such emergency situations. The chances of coming that we use said smokes are 98%. It should be possible for you to locate them using that signal. However, any such rescue mission would require the added mobility offered by a blade escort. How in the hell did you know? You know what? It doesn't matter. I'll do what it takes to get him back. Maybe you'll lend a hand, Crick. A special team has recently added Orphean to its ranks that have suddenly dropped out of contact. Help them. You have my thanks as well. Still, I think a smoke signal like that would have been spotted already, but I got no reports. The signal intended for only friendly eyes, invisible to all but the Orphean. If you require a special pair of goggles we wear, please take these. These should allow you to see the smoke without problem. Thanks, that gives us some hope at least. Good luck in your search. Yeah, a lot of the Orphean missions are backlogged, so we're kind of having to start doing them now rather than later. There are 3 possible locations for them to be found. Back in our original location, as you can see, there is definite damage. This is definitely not a good damage, though. It's just something that we've dealt with before, though. As you can see, it's just a blade truck and nothing else. So with that out of the way, we can't do anything with this smoke signal. We have to wait and search for a different spot in the actual map. So let's go back to the other one, the coil tree. It has a likely location because it's a good hiding spot. The coil tree, kind of numb, is right over there. However, we're also missing the other members, so let's go in after them afterwards. Cantadom. You are human, yes? How did you find this place? You followed the smoke, but how? The smoke is only visible by Orpheans, but just who or what are you? I'm just gonna say introduce. Ah, now I understand. You possess a special set of our goggles. I am relieved that you have come. There is a human survivor here who needs your assistance. I continue to send up smoke while fleeing from primordial creatures. My OVA informed me that being proactive was the optimal course of action. But the human is atop the large tree. You must hurry and help. Oh dear, it appears your son has alerted a primordial creature. I must humbly request you to defeat the beast. I will hide if the human survivor up in a tree. These things are ugly and they are proud indeed. That's it. I'm killing you and getting out of this. Edge. Alright. Do a sled and slinger. Offensive stance, and then let's keep going after this thing's body. And there we go. Let's go in. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we're doing a lot of damage already to this dang array carriers. Alright, broken another body part already. Let's go in. This one. Ooh, nice. And I think you're almost about to die. There we go. All dead. He is backed by the seabound coil tree, which is a little bit up the tree at least. Thankfully, it's a good hiding spot to hide from the indigents, because they only have one thing to worry about, and it's those flying indigents of the Morophiles. So that's actually a pretty good hiding place. If you're familiar with the coil tree, this tree was the other tree that around the map that basically is a little bit different than the one you first encountered back when Mia was around. And we are climbing all the way up. We have a little bit more ground to cover, and can I pass by them? I did. I did pass by them. They are nowhere near there. They are around here. Looks like the survivor and Quantum are okay. I am pleased that you are safe, brave human. I deduce that the primordial creature is gone. I see. That is a great help. It is safe now, Anna. We should be able to return to New LA. You are actually saved? Oh man, thank you so much. I'm glad you're alright. My friends sacrificed themselves to keep me safe. If Canada had also been eaten, I don't know what I would have done. This is all my fault, you see. Maintaining the truck was my job, but I got lazy and blew it off. We managed to abandon a vehicle and successfully flee into the woods. But the chances of us escaping Noctum by ourselves were vanishing small. So we took a chance course of action that would at least offer some chance of survival and waited help. Now let us depart. No good comes from lingering here. We must get Anna to the city before exhaustion claims her. I'm also curious to learn what more of this long honk soak she so fervently desires. Yeah. I see. I thought we were gonna die. I was sure we were gonna die, so I kept saying I want one last bath. Anyway, thank you all again for so much. Gundam and I will head back to New LA now. Why is it that there are always only a few survivors out of a situation I will never understand? Man, poor Robert. Well, Robert, I hate to tell you, but your team is finangled.
Got it.
Thanks.
Quantum is back and he brought Anna with him, though he lost a couple of experienced blades in the process. Still, we are very thankful for Quantum for keeping Anna safe. And to you for going to help them, of course. Oh, and to Yintum for the hint about the smoke. Lone Survivors is done. The Orphean act as our Ovia bids us. It is a simple coincidence that our actions also improve the humans' odds for survival. I see. You Orphean certainly are a logical group. So it saved Anna's life, and I'm thankful for that. I am pleased that everything concluded well. I offer you thanks for the assisting Koronome. That's all done. And looks like they're still talking to one another. And looks like Anna and Gundam are actually talking to her. Let's see what they have to say.
Yes.
I never fully trusted humanity. I always have been waiting for another shoe to drop, as you say. Now I feel like I have misjudged you. You treat entirely different species like we Orphean the Manon, just as you do your own kind. My Ova has no memory of the Orphean ever being shown such kindness. The idea of helping others, even when you or yourself are in peril, would have never occurred in the ganglion. What's Anna have to say?
Awesome!
It's pretty incredible that after sustaining an attack, the severity of none of the buildings in New LA seem to heavily damaged. Most of the city, you'll never have guessed we've been attacked in the first place. So kind of curious, why I asked Siska about it. You know what? She knows everything about everything, you know? She said New LA was designed to look like an classic American town. Also, the buildings are made out of steel and coated with an earthquake-resistant resin that can even withstand the impact of artillery shells. That's why I call it the last stronghold of humanity. This place can even keep us safe from the ganglion. And anything else? I am now the chairperson of the New LA's Hot Spring Association. So far, the only member is Siska, who shares my loving lung baths and natural spring spas. I swear we will accomplish our secret plan of one day building a public hot springs in New LA. I hope we can count on you for your behind-the-scenes support. My motto is, springs before other things. For New LA, they will never be complete, so long as it lacks a decent hot spring spa. Bruh.
Yes. A praise
Thanks to you, I managed to return here safely. The experience has left me interested in attempting a bath, as per Anna's and past recommendation. But as soon as I entered hot water, my skin began to swell up. Humans bath in order to disinfect yourselves. Wouldn't bathing in it disinfect it be a more efficient way of reaching your goal? Nonetheless, I may suggest bath to Yotram. His skin is especially hard, so it might be ideal for him. I guess the Orphean don't really take to baths or hot springs that well. I don't know. Things are usually different for the Orphean and other races. I mean, we never really expected that to happen. But regardless, though, there is a heart-to-heart nearby. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. What do you have to say? Hope in the morning. Hello, Hope.
Small world, huh?
Good morning, Crick. To think I'd run into you out here of all places. I've actually just completed a mission. How'd the mission go? Oh, it was fine, thank you. It wasn't a very challenging task at all. I performed guard duty for someone doing early morning maintenance on the outer wall. Fortunately, we didn't encounter any incidents, and the work was completed without incident. I just stood there like a scarecrow the entire time. I didn't even accept the reward. Once I've earned enough money to cover next month's expenses, I declined additional rewards. Previously, I would only save an amount equal to an week's expenses, but Orphean convinced me to save more just in case of emergencies. I pursue missions to help others, not for material gain. And for that reason, I prefer to refuse rewards whenever possible. It's a good idea to save a little bit of money, though. Orphean said much the same thing. I agreed that it's a good idea to save some money for emergencies. After all, money can solve a lot of problems. It is, as they say, a grand servant and a terrible master. As a gardener, I've always been fond of this quote. Money is like manure. It does no good unless you spread it around. The extra money just stinks. That's not actually part of the quote, but I think the spirit is there at least. You know where the reward money for Blake missions come from? In many cases, it comes from the pocket of someone who needs help. Once they spend all their money to pay a first reward, what becomes of them after next time? What if they can't afford to pay a reward the next time they are in trouble? That's one of the reasons I refuse rewards, so that the people that I helped will be able to afford help again. But forgive me for blathering on about this. I did not mean to preach. I'm going back to the residential district. I promised Ada I'd meet her there. Heart to heart. Give it away. That district is now done. We got more money. Ooh, boy. I got a lot of money saved up now, don't I? Hope is now 4 hearts to affinity. That's actually pretty good. So, with that out of the way, with all that done, we've got a lot of the normal missions done. And, in fact, we've gotten several of them done. And, honestly speaking, I think it's a good idea to end this off right here. So, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, I will be going and getting some gear for the next mission ahead and modifying myself for the next mission ahead, because in Chapter 9, the next story mission. See you all next time.